Endpoint trying to be cautious about this. They themselves going for a lot of utility. Still having 2 smokes though will give them an entry onto site, perhaps even an unobstructed one. And indeed, that is going to be the case.
Yeah, there's still nades though for the CTs, 2 of them that could do a serious amount of damage on towards Surreal as he tries to plant and indeed actually going to be able to deny it. I wasn't sure if maybe he'd be able to just about get it in place, but no. The kill comes through. They're able to get an extra few seconds for the rotation to be set up before that bomb goes down, and as you can see now, to try and actually hold this off now and stop them from going forward, including having the kit obviously on Mirbit. Smoke's down, not going to be on the bomb itself, instead to just try and limit the angles that Endpoint can be facing from, and indeed that's exactly what they've done. They've even got a little bit of a one-ray right there. That did show the legs and could have given a bit of a chance, but doesn't matter. The headshots are just being connected.
Put himself deep into the lines of the enemies, and he's going to get both here, maybe the third. Yes, it will be the 3. And Slacks, he usually displays his prowess with the op. Here, he displays it even with a rifle. I think that in itself speaks volumes. Surreal. The clutch is on. He's going to have to pull off a quad, and he can do it. It's not impossible, but it is highly improbable. With 20 HP left, his time ticking away as faster as one can imagine. Oh, he's going to pick... yeah, he's going to pick Castle, but Mirbit is...
Really able to return it with that shot connected onto Cressy, but not quite. Oh, Skrunk! I thought he was maybe still going to be able to find that kill, but not quite. Thomas is able to deny it. He keeps on trying to go forward, and Slacks will not miss the op shot. This is a little bit weird. They probably should have been a bit more complacent maybe with this control here on the ramp instead of having Thomas go forward before even the opper could get into position, as you see. And the opper also being left kind of solo to take that initial fight. And yeah, Slacks is just picking them all off. Robin left alone, a 1-on-4 as this round does just not go the way of Endpoint. But yeah, I mean, Endpoint, you definitely would be expecting a bit more of the T side here. And although this is the map choice of ALTERNATEaTTaX, Endpoint are normally a very strong Virgo team. So definitely aiming for a little bit more. In the 7th round, it's still a possibility, as you can see. They've gotten that bomb plant. Sure, they took some damage in their efforts of getting it in place, but at least now they do have the 5-on-5. They have the opportunity to try and bring it within only 1 at the half time. And look at this, Tech 9 up close for Thomas, only able to get 1, unfortunately. But he done a bit of further damage as well. He needs his teammates though to step up. The smoke's down at the moment. They're making it so difficult to know what's going on, and they feel the pressure because of that force to try and make the play happen. Meaning by the time that flank eventually comes in from NINEtoFIVE, it is just a bit too late for him to do anything. They got it though. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And I like that Endpoint have called for the full stack, but it looks like they're going to fight it actually quite aggressively. We'll see now how this is going to work for them. They may even be able to catch these players setting up the smokes. As you can see, that is the place for is the case for a couple of them. And crucial, he is finally going to be able to get onto the board. They do have a little bit of a lead. Oh, but the boost. A different boost than what we had seen coming in on the previous half, so trying to maybe be a little bit more unpredictable with it, but a complete read being had by Cressy. He hits the headshot, and now they're ready to go forward. The smokes, the execute going down, the molly to try and stop anyone from being in position to stop it. But as we can see, Endpoint, they're playing relatively aggressive, so they do have the forward stance, and with the Molotov as well, could certainly be delaying this push. The bomb is going to have to just pretty much sprint straight on and just start planting at this point. That's going to be so risky. The flash goes down. Cressy actually just tapping it. It's actually Stefan, sorry, who had the bomb, but it was Cressy who was there with him, and neither of them find success as this round is done.
One hell of an attempt, one hell of a hold. Endpoint,
which has now left a massive fear in the minds there of the B rotators, as they have to be extra cautious on their way over. Slowing down that rotation, and yeah, keeping NINEtoFIVE in trouble. Cressy does damage, but realizes that he was in a bit of trouble there, so he falls back away. But at this point now, Endpoint have the full stack in place, and NINEtoFIVE, even being low health, doesn't care. Goes for the flank, finds Slacks at least, but he will be dropped in return quickly.
Oh, Mirbit has to hold. He does hold. The bomb goes down. It's a 1-on-1. The reload for Mirbit. It is a clutch reload. Okay, so here comes the execution itself, and here comes the take itself. It's all eyes on Endpoint. They have to hold up the line. They have to make sure this does not get out of hand. Cressy jumping onto Big Box. Not sure what the plan there was. I mean, surely he wants to get a bit of a advanced position working, but his angle just not favorable. As Crucial is watching from Castle. It's all eyes on Endpoint and their retake capabilities.
Yeah, they're waiting for another opening before they go forward, and yeah, Crucial's eventually given it. He knew Stefan was in towards the sandbags. He spots the head popping up. Boost above the smoke here going to be found. Mirbit does get Surreal, but they should have pretty much the info now on everyone, because obviously it took 2 to get the boost in. They knew the op was around these sandbags. Yeah, I was very confused there. No one was on the bomb. Robin hops on just in time, and he manages to get it.
sites on their own accord. Although this time Thomas, this is a risky endeavor by him. He is single-handedly trying to clean out a ramp. No support, no flash, no nada. As the utility for Endpoint is so low, we can see no kits as well. This is currently a bit of a problematic position to be in, I mean, to say the least, even.
Yeah, it's certainly one that they're going to be worrying about just a little bit here. As you said, no kit, just one smoke and one HE. Thankfully, the push is fairly delayed. The smoke down here on the alleyway is able to stop Cressy from being able to move forward, and with that, they decided to slightly slow the push overall. But as the smokes go in, the jump peek from Cressy gets the info, spams in through the smoke den, and finds that headshot on towards Crucial. I think he may have been still pretty much in the air at that point as well. Either way, ridiculous kill. The helmet, the lack of costing him his life, and yeah, now a difficult retake 3-on-4. No nades, no kit to work with. They just need these kills, and they are not able to find them so far. Eventually, Robin will step up to get his second of the round, but unfortunately taken so much damage to do so. Left on 4 health, and with a nade coming in, left dead. Was screwed pretty much no matter what right there, just because he was being peeked long range by the P250 as well. Thankfully, Crucial gets one back, and with that, they're allowed to focus most of their players in now towards Ivy. Crucial keeps on going with his second being found, trying to force the issue there against Skrunk, but he retrieves the P250, and then Stefan's able to pop out from Ivy as well with a frag on Thomas. So suddenly it has all dropped to Surreal to try and actually save the day, and surely he's about to be peaked into a position where it could be awkward. I mean, there's still a Molotov as well in play for Robin at the moment that maybe could be tossed down to even delay that main push, but let's see. The shots for now just need to be connected. It's just all slacks. He's been lurking in Ivy, of course, this entire time. And as soon as his teammates start moving forward, once Endpoint feel the pressure and are trying to reposition themselves, they just do not expect him to be there anymore. And he just keeps on fragging. There is the 4K. I don't think he's going to be finding the ace because Crucial's nowhere nearby, and I doubt he's going to be willing to hunt. But that is exactly what you need from Slacks. He was fantastic back on Vertigo, and I don't think he's going to be slowing down now here.
So they have no problems with at least trying to mitigate this. Here we go. The attempt comes out. Robin, good for one. The reply from Stefan, but it's not enough. Thomas still there to make sure that Endpoint do not lose control of the site without proper fights yet. Stefan and okay, Crucial Robin, the return is imminent as the double is coming out from Slacks in a one-on-one challenge presented through Pop. As Surreal, though, on the flank is
put it in their mind that it could have been that A push, although as I say that, obviously a very quick rotation has already come in. Surreal and Crucial doing a great job at defending that B bomb site now with some extra help that's come in from Robin as well. Oh, the extra help is gone, though.
The extra help is gone like that, as Slacks is able to shut it out. It's gonna be still a little bit of a cozy position to work from for ALTERNATEaTTaX as Mirbit wins his engagement. Deep Flash is not going to change much, though it will blind Crucial, or at least phase where we began once more, as the whole afterplan scenario is a bit disastrous in this sense. As Endpoint do lose for it, but oh, the flank already being sold as well. Mighty Max, he's going to be caught trying to swing behind them a little bit too fast. Perhaps the execution was not even coming through. And look at where the two players of ALTERNATEaTTaX are with the bomb. As Stefan has made his way to site B. Mirbit already infiltrating through the deep lines. And by the time Endpoint get to realize this, they've already lost the site. The bomb's already planted. And they might be thinking to themselves, they're only on site. Well, psych, there's Mirbit behind you all. And there's the double at stop sign. Mirbit finds Robin as well.
Bit scared there for the player up close in main with the up spam coming in. I'm sure Robin was a bit scared. He has even taken a small bit of damage there, I believe, from a nade coming in. And decides actually, I guess, to aggress right there. I'm not sure how that went down. Must have just been peaked. He's fallen back either way at this point in towards Sandwich. Playing up on top of Blue Train, but continuing the peak. Apparently, that is a bit of an issue for him because Slacks ends up hitting the op shot, and now it's a 3-on-3. Even reading that there's Ivy aggression coming in, but he eventually will miss one of those AWP shots, and I am sure Mighty Max is extremely thankful for that right now because it allowed for at least one kill to be found. And just look at the damage that has been done as well. This is going to be near impossible for Alternate to be able to pull back this round.
Endpoint have made so much noise at this point. They've sold themselves short. Slacks the second, though Crucial jumps down. Hats off to him as he's able to hit pretty difficult. He activates the lurk from the depths of within. As he's gonna be able to tag onto Mighty Max. Two players left. Crucial low HP. Mirbit on the flank. Or excuse me, Mirbit on site. And Cressy on the flank.
Mirbit just on it in general.
On it, best game. Mighty Max, though, opens it up. Stefan Skrunk, both being caught early on. Cressy again. In pool, he's kind of locked in place. And yeah, Cressy, have to be more careful about your wide corners. And that's the round gone. Endpoint should be able to get their 8th in this point at this time. Gotta give it to them. They're certainly starting to draw it back a little bit at least, and it might all dwell on that one unlucky lucky shot from Cressy.
Oh, Slacks getting spammed down and even hunted then by Thomas. There was a second player around that position who for now is just hiding, but the rest of his teammates on this A bomb site are continuing to fall, with so far absolutely zero defense being put up, and it continues that way. At least until Skrunk does pounce, and he's able to find one, the same from Mirabit, but it is the latter of the two now that remains left alone in a 1-on-3.
1,900 and 2,400 should be this round. Yeah, I don't get it as well.
Yeah, really as you said, they've been putting a lot of investment into these rounds when it was such a lead. They don't need to. I would say in terms of the buys you're getting, you definitely want quality over quantity. If they're the choices you're getting. Obviously, if you have the option for both, if you're winning all the rounds, you're going to be getting quality as well. But sometimes you need to make the choice, and I don't know, it's been some risky choices right now from ALTERNATEaTTaX.
Decisions, yeah. Right? And weird, questionable decisions. By the way, I think it's 2,900, if I'm not wrong. We'll see.
Okay,
we'll see.
See, we're used to being able to just hit tab and bring up and check.
Yeah.
We can't at the moment through a clean feed, unfortunately. But yeah, either way, what exactly they're going to be doing. But yeah, even here the pistols aren't giving them much, unfortunately. They've only got 1 kill so far, and I don't think Thomas, even though he is low, to just peek in and post up on the angle. So a great opening in favor of Alternate as they look to try and close this out and just continue to get closer and closer to that finish line. I've seen some clips where people are nearly over the finish line in a race and they fall, they stumble, and they fail, but I don't think that's going to happen to Alternate right now. Although Surreal has a chance. The only issue is he's full-on committed to that fight, so it's either he wins it out or else he just drops dead like that, and yeah, that's unfortunately how it does go. So no recovery is being found. That looks like Endpoint, despite putting in a good effort here on their T side, are going to be falling short of making that comeback happen. There's one from Thomas, but he's still got 3 more to go. It's going to have to be a gigantic clutch.
It's going to be a very hard clutch.